How's the homework coming, Anthony?
Slow, Mom. This Ten Commandments stuff is pretty confusing.
Well, Anthony, you'll just have to dig a lot deeper. Investigate the subject. You know, kind of like detective work.
Detective, right. She watches too many old movies.
Do come in, won't you? The door is open.
Are you Sherlock Holmes?
Certainly not, old boy. I just fill in for him from time to time on special cases. Do sit down.
I have to write a paper on the Ten Commandments. You know about them?
Elementary.
You do?
After all, in addition to being a crack detective, I'm an angel. And the commandments are kind of a specialty of mine.
Oh, a real angel?
Tell me, old boy, do you know the commandments?
Well, here are my notes. The first commandment is, I am the Lord your God. You shall have no other gods beside me. The second commandment is, you shall not take the name of the Lord in vain. The third commandment is, remember to keep holy the Lord's day. The fourth commandment says, honor your father and your mother. The fifth says, you shall not kill. The sixth commandment says, you shall not commit adultery. The seventh commandment says, you shall not steal. The eighth commandment says, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. The ninth commandment says, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife. And the 10th commandment says, you shall not covet your neighbor's goods.
Good show. You've got all 10. What seems to be the problem?
Well, the assignment is to tell whether we live by the commandments in our everyday lives. You know, at school and whatever.
Well, do you?
Sort of, but to me, they're just a bunch of old rules about what you can't do. They also don't make a lot of sense. I mean, come on. You shall not kill. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. Duh, I'm just a kid. I'm not gonna do any of that stuff.
I say, old chap, that line of thinking is so less millennium.
What do you mean?
It's elementary. First of all, the commandments aren't really about what you can't do. They're more about what you can do. They're opportunities to love and to help build God's kingdom.
Opportunities to love? Love what?
Well, the first 3 commandments are about loving God, and the other 7 are about loving your neighbor. Or, to put it in another way, loving and being respectful of others. When's the paper due?
Next Monday.
Not much time for such a big case. Suppose I do a little investigating. I shall need to take a closer look to properly deduce what's afoot.
Say what?
I shall need to keep an eye on you to figure out what's happening.
Oh.
Meet me back here Friday, in just about tea time?
Boy, that's great. Thanks. But if you're prowling around my neighborhood in that getup, you'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Don't worry. In addition to being a detective, I'm also a master of disguise. And don't forget, keep thinking of the commandments as opportunities to love.